Hi, everyone. Carolyn from So Here's What Happened and Carolyn Talks podcast. Thank you so much for doing this. This film taught me a lot about the history of disco in particular and rock and roll that I didn't know. But one of the things in this film that you were discussing is dreams and believing in yourself. But I think it's also about having people who believe in you, people who really stand in your corner. So for each of you, I want all of you to answer, like, who are the people that stood in your corner when other people were saying, like, you're thinking way outside the box and you're just like, for me, there is no boss. I'm not going to confine myself as a performer and as an entertainer. So I want each of you to talk about the people who inspired you and stood by you.
I think in this business, at least for me, the first person you have to stand by you is you, because I mean, you're going to get told no and rejected countless times in any medium that you're in. And a lot of people, they give up, because they can't take it. It's hard. It's hard on your soul. It's hard on your ego. And so you have to believe first and foremost in yourself. So, I mean, I had lots of other people that believed in me, but that was the one that was always the hardest for me, because I knew I had something, and no matter what other people said, like I wasn't ever really sure until I, was able to, and I still have moments, I'm not really sure, but you have to be in your own corner.
Yeah, just to echo that, I mean, I think that's such an important statement about believing in yourself, because you have to be the one who wakes up every morning and pushes that dream forward. But I love that you sort of captured that about the film, because it is so much about people believing in one another, and that power of that connectivity is magic. And so, even in this group, the fact that we actually had a very challenging struggle, even once we started making the film, we had to do it before and after COVID, and just the fact that we had this extraordinary cast continue to believe in me and in each other and what we were doing was essential for us to get where we were. So I think, you have to start with yourself, and then you gotta have those people that just absolutely want to share that dream with each other and for you. And people have to want that for you sometimes as much as you want for yourself.
Well, I'm just grateful that someone like Tim and his family believed in me in my other version of storytelling as an actor. And so people see me one way and they saw me different and said, you belong over here too. This is a part of who you are as well. And I'm thinking, but it's Gladys Knight. You know what I mean? So either way, someone believed more than me. That helps too, but it's always been my mother for me, my legacy, but also it comes out of nowhere. So I know it's a spiritual thing. People are supposed to come in your life for a reason, out of nowhere. Like I'm doing one thing and then this came out of nowhere. So that's how it happens. But I always believe I can do any part of my storytelling, but it just helps when there's someone else who has a vision, and like Tim and his family saying, I need you over here too. So that means everything. But my mom is the biggest cheerleader. It starts at home for me.
I would echo and say the same thing. A strong support system in the home, my mother and my father and my sister for sure, my sister's a manager. But also the people that don't believe in you as well, you kind of want to do it to prove them wrong. And it doesn't matter. If you put it out there into the universe and you say something is going to happen.
Come on, Jake, tell them.
Yeah, you better take it to the haters.
You keep believing in it no matter what somebody tells you that they think you are. People are always so quick to try to put you into some type of box where they're comfortable in viewing you. And it's like, no, I live outside of that. And the people that believe in me, what we're going to do is, once this happens, we're all going to celebrate together because we saw the vision. But thank you for not believing in me and giving me the fire, because that allowed me to persevere through everything, especially when I wanted to quit. I'm like, nah, well, Jamal in Virginia was talking smack. So I've got to make sure that I keep going so that when I see him, I'm like, remember you said I couldn't do it? Well, guess what? We all did it together. And I had a belief system of people that did ride with me. And those are the folks I do it for. So it's the people that It's the people that positively influence you, and it's the people on the negative outskirts as well. And I know Neil dealt with so much adversity when he was trying to get deals put through. But he had people like Cecil Holmes to help him out. He had the artists that believed in him that were saying, listen, whatever you're doing, we know it's going to work out somehow. So we're riding with you. And you need people like that. A strong ride or die system of folks that are going to see it out to the end. And that's what Casablanca and Buddha Records was, straight up.
Absolutely. Cool.
I don't know what to say afterwards.